This is my everyday carry as a uni student who's obsessed with tech, trying to keep it as efficient and as minimal as possible. Just recently, I've gone into long distance running and I copped the Sony WH-1000 XM3s, so I'm not bored while doing it. And although this device isn't the hot new thing from Sony, you can barely tell the difference between this and the model above, the XM4s, which look practically the same apart from the name difference on the side and a slight boost in audio quality. But to go a step further, the XM5s, they've completely changed the design, but the audio quality is on the exact same level, if not slightly better. So in my honest opinion, save a bit of money and go for the XM3s. Now, let's get into the bag of choice. The North Face Vault 26 litre backpack. And as you can already see, it's a clean, simple backpack with a clean design with some white writing on it. But apart from that, it's nothing special. But what I really like about it is the padding at the back, which gives that extra comfortability, which is needed when you carry heavy loads of books or anything like that for long periods of time, since it does take a toll. In regards to storage, it can hold my books, my laptop, my pens, and anything I would even want to put in there with no issues. And it's even got a few small compartments if you want smaller things to be organized and easily found when you need them. But as you could probably tell, there's a hole in the rucksack. And this is not to say that the materials that were used were cheap, they just wasn't prepared for me to fall over while skating and skid all across the ground. One more thing, if you always carry laptops and all of that, this rucksack is perfect. It's got a bunch of space, you can probably carry like 4 rucksacks. And it's easily able to carry this beast of a M1 16-inch MacBook Pro. And although most of you think it's absolutely crazy having a piece of ancient tech from 4 years ago, the M1 chip is incredibly powerful and it still holds up to this day. Although the latest and greatest will always have better specs, better battery life, and more performance and power, if you want something that's not terrible and still guaranteed usable for years on end, the MacBook Pro 2021 is still a valid option, especially if you're into editing or any form of design. It works fantastically, it's amazingly smooth, and of course if you have the M4 chip or the M3 chip, it will be significantly faster or has significantly better battery life, but you're paying that higher price for it, so it's a bit of a trade-off. Surprisingly, I didn't use the MacBook to take notes. Realistically, I use paper because I prefer writing on paper. However, that left me with 3 extra thick books and a bad back, so I ended up getting the Remarkable 2, and now all of it's condensed as well as organized, so I can find whatever I need ASAP. I use the Remarkable 2 practically every day for all my note-taking, all my revision tasks, and it lasts about 4 days. Realistically, I've had no issues with it apart from the pen breaking, but when you purchase it from the Remarkable website, you do get a 12-month guarantee. I was able to get a replacement with an extra few tips as well to say sorry, which is pretty nice. But in my own honest opinion, I would recommend getting it secondhand, since the Remarkable Paper Pro came out, meaning if you look on eBay or anything like this, you can get this for significantly cheaper than I paid. Currently, my daily driver phone is the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and although it's not the latest, as we all know, and probably not the best phone, it's actually done its job and it's worked for years on end relentlessly. I've treated it like a dog, honestly.
That's what she said.
But this is something that I've typically used for pictures, taking notes, and even recording some of my older videos. However, I have noticed delays in the last month. I've actually started to notice that my phone slowed down, it's heated up consecutively while charging, and the battery health is on its last legs as well, not even allowing me to go the whole day without my phone dying. That's why I need this, the Lumu power bank, which is quite literally the only MagSafe power bank which hasn't overheated my phone in any form, since the cheaper MagSafe power banks always overheat and even cause problems with my phone. This is probably why I slowed down, because I've always cheaped out on chargers and all of that. But when I've got this, it's never heated up my phone. Unfortunately, it only charges my phone to 40%, and because of my degraded battery health, it barely gets me through the day with this as well, but it's an extra boost that does help me. And realistically, am I in any position to complain? Have you seen how cool this is? Oh, and of course, My keys need tech as well. Currently, I have the E5 Smart Tracker on my keys. I got this for like £20 on Amazon. It's just a tracker that makes me find my keys. And if I press this button, it can actually make me find my phone as well. And it also sent a nice bell to my phone. So it works either way. And because of this simple design and the cheap price, I've decided to keep it for like a year now. But anyway, it's been your boy, Mr. K. Like, subscribe, support the channel, and I'll check you out in the next one.